Sveiki and welcome back to your irregular Latvian lesson. So by now I'm sure that you want to be a fan, but how to be a fan? Let's take a deeper look into what it means to be a Latvian ice hockey fan and why Latvian ice hockey fans are considered the best in the world. The Latvians are probably even better at being fans of ice hockey than we are at actually playing ice hockey. This is not just us saying that about ourselves, this is an internationally recognized fact. And not only are we the best, but we are also the loudest fans in the world. Why? Well, for one, Latvian fans fly wherever they are needed to make sure that the team hears us in any stadium that they are playing.
On the hockey fans from Latvia, their team may not be in the running, but they sure do love them anyway.
In Latvia, hockey is religion. The nation's parliament once shut down early just so they could watch a hockey game. And these people have traveled over 1,000 miles to celebrate their team.
No chance for the home team if they're playing against Latvia. Latvians will make sure that all they hear is Latvia, Latvia. Also, Latvians have unbreakably high spirits, both in the spiritual sense and in the alcoholic one. There's an ode to Latvian fans written by a Canadian sports journalist in 2019, in which he marvels at how much Latvians can drink and party multiple days in a row. And yes, Latvians might be drunk, but we're also classy, because that same writer also asked, I think, German stadium security guards, like, don't you ever have any problems with all of these crazy drunk people? And they said, no. Latvians may be drunk, but they are also the friendliest people, and they don't cause mayhem like some other countries sometimes can. So yeah, Latvians are well behaved. Well, except of course when we're not. I'm thinking about the 2006 World Championship when we had a game against Canada in which we lost 11-0, and the Latvian fans really felt discriminated against by the referee, especially during the first period, and they made their emotions seen by throwing items onto the ice. It got so bad that they had to stop the game and clean the ice, and then they started the game back again, but by the third period it was happening again and they had to stop the game again. So how they dealt with it then is that the Latvian ice hockey player Jānis Sprukst spoke to the audience over the stadium speakers, basically saying like, I know that the referee is like, I don't like him too, but let us finish the game. And they did. After that, the crowd calmed down and we lost that game pretty badly. So others, not only this Canadian writer, have praised Latvia on the global stage. We have the ex-president of the International Ice Hockey Federation, René Fazel, writing in 2006 in the, the New York Times of Ice Hockey, called Ice Times, that Latvians are the best fans in the world. And I've also seen this quote attributed to him in different years, like from late 90s to early 2000s, so he must have said it quite a lot. Back to traditions. Alus, beer, is an essential part of watching Latvian ice hockey. There was a saying my dad said in the 80s that when something like dzeriet alu alderis, drink the beer alderis, būsiet kā balderis, you will be like the ice hockey player Balderis, who was highly esteemed at that time. But also somebody on Reddit said that ice hockey without beer is pretty much just figure skating. And I have heard that before, so it's definitely well rooted in Latvian tradition, this expression. And another, perhaps the coolest tradition among Latvian fans is that after we win a game, fans go and lay flowers down at the embassy of the country that we bested. So here you can see us laying the flowers at the American embassy last year, and here at the Swedish embassy, with a slight variation on the tradition. Because we also do enjoy Eurovision. So yeah, Latvian fans go to great lengths to support our team. We also gather in city squares to watch it together, and I read somewhere in the news that LTV, which is the Latvian national TV broadcaster, is encouraging people to obtain free licenses and host their own public view parties. So that's pretty cool. And when we won the bronze medal in 2023, the parliament actually decided to give the next day off for all Latvians so they could join into the celebration and if possible go to the main square of Riga, the Freedom Square, to greet the team as they flew back from the championship. So you could say that it was a pretty controversial move. Like, not everybody was completely on board with this decision, especially because it was just so sudden. I think they decided that at midnight in the parliament, but I'll say it was worth it for the police drone shots. I mean, look at this. Approximately 30 to 50,000 fans gathered to greet the team that day. And that's pretty awesome. And there's also a really sweet interview that one of the hockey players gave to the International Hockey Federation after the win, saying how much it means to our country and to the team to do this for our country. So, description. So yeah, to resume, go wherever the team goes, make sure you are well hydrated with beer, and celebrate as hard as you can. That is how you be a Latvian hockey fan. Unno, viss. And now, let's talk about why is ice hockey so popular in Latvia? Like, we know we're good, but it's almost a religion. Let's talk about that in the next video. See you!